When you think about a battle, your mind probably jumps to something physical, right? A real struggle. But what if the most important war you'll ever fight is actually happening right now, inside your own head? Today, we're going to dive into this powerful idea from our source material, the concept of spiritual armor, and one absolutely critical piece, the helmet of salvation.
So, let's just jump right in with a really interesting strategic question. If an opponent wants to take you out of the game, why wouldn't they just go after what you do? Your habits, your words, your actions. That seems like the most direct way to do it, doesn't it? But the source material suggests there's a much smarter, way more subtle strategy going on, one that targets the very thing that drives everything else.
And boom, there's your answer. According to this interpretation of Ephesians 6, the mind, that is the main battlefield. And it just makes perfect sense when you stop and think about it. Your mind is the command center. Every single decision, every belief, every action, it all starts as a thought. So if an opponent can win the battle there, well, they don't have to worry about anything else. They've already captured headquarters.
And it is no accident that the piece of armor for this job is a helmet. What's a helmet's only purpose? To protect the head, that command center we were just talking about. So this helmet of salvation, it's not just about a vague belief. It's about this deep, unshakable confidence in where you stand. It's that core assurance that guards your entire way of thinking.
Okay, to really get how this works, let's use the source's analogy of the cracked helmet. So picture this. Your assurance is rock solid. You feel secure, you're confident, and your mind is totally at peace. Your helmet is on, it's polished, feels like nothing can get through. Your focus isn't on yourself, it's outward, on the mission at hand.
But here's the thing. The attack isn't some huge head-on assault. It's more like a tiny little tap, just a whisper of doubt. Hey, are you really sure you're good enough? What about that mistake you made last week? Maybe that disqualifies you. See, the goal isn't to shatter everything at once. It's just to create one tiny crack in the helmet, a single point of weakness.
And this is the whole game right here. The second that crack appears, your entire focus shifts. You stop looking out at the mission and you start looking inward. You get obsessed with checking your armor, worrying about your own security. The enemy doesn't even need to land another hit. Just by turning your attention back on yourself, they've already won. You're out of the fight.
This whole idea is just perfectly captured in this quote often attributed to C.S. Lewis. The enemy's main target is your attention. Just think about that for a second. Wherever your attention goes, that's where your energy goes. So by getting you to focus on your own internal fears, your own doubts, an opponent can win without ever really fighting you at all. It's a victory by pure distraction.
So if you really break it down, the enemy's strategy is kind of brilliant in its simplicity. Step 1, target the mind. Step 2, use doubt as the perfect weapon for the job. And step 3, the end goal isn't even to destroy you, it's just to neutralize you. It's an incredibly efficient way to just take an opponent right off the board.
So how in the world do you fight back against that? Well, the source gives us our own 3-step defensive plan. First, you've got to recognize where the real battle is. It's in your mind. Second, you have to identify the weapon they're using against you, which is doubt. And third, you deploy the exact right piece of armor for that specific attack, your assurance.
And all of this leads us right here to the biggest takeaway. According to our source material, your number one job, your primary defense, is to actively protect that assurance. It's all about keeping that helmet on tight so you can keep your focus where it actually needs to be.
So, the final message we're left with today is both incredibly simple and really profound. It's a constant reminder of where that real battle is fought and what your best defense is. It's just 2 words to carry with you every single day. Helmet on.